Good morning to everybody. I know y'all ain't really seen me in a minute. Let me get these earphones out. But hey, everybody doing, man? I'm gonna tag a couple people, a couple different areas. We gotta have a conversation. I ain't been up here a lot, but I definitely been paying attention. So we're gonna have a conversation this morning about, why a lot of influential people are walking away from the music and the business, and when we talking about like in general, especially in Carolina where I'm at. I'm watching it, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a little combo this morning, just a real combo. I ain't been up here in a minute. We all got a lot of shit going on this year. But what I want to speak about is why a lot of influential people walking away from the game right now, or from the industry in North Carolina. As I sit back and I be watching everybody, and I've been looking at everybody, and lately I've been seeing how everybody been like moving, just like professionally, business wise. And it's a couple things. There's a couple reasons why like there's a very slow exponential growth in Carolina in these areas about the music. Good morning. Or about the people, why a lot of influential people in Carolina are leaving or are just backing out. The lack of like, everybody want to be them guys, everybody want to look this way, and everybody want all of the extra stops, but it ain't too many people that's really out here trying to go the extra mile. So from the cinematographers, the people that shoot videos, from the producers who make beats, they frustrated. From the guys that mix and master, a lot of them frustrated, because in this business, what we understand, especially out in Carolina, it's like everybody want this work, but don't nobody really want to, invest in themselves, but they want the ups. And then it's a lot of bad business, so it's a lot of solid niggas who in Raleigh or in Carolina who like got love for the culture and the music, so they be out here trying to help. But in return, it's like the more you help, the more you reach your hand out, the more they smack your hand. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, in the last year and a half alone, I've watched, not even myself, I watched a lot of fucked up business go down like right in front of me. Like, it's a lot of niggas out here, or people, should I say, out here, who influential, but they cheap. You know what I'm saying? They cheap as hell. Or like a lot of motherfuckers who influential, but they arrogant, or they stingy, should I say, right? But the key is, everybody out here in this environment, everybody wants something, even in the dog game, right? Everybody wants something for nothing, right? So a lot of people retire and careers are gonna be on hold in the next couple of years. And if 2-3 people walk away, this whole city, especially Raleigh, this whole city is gonna go in a reset mode, and a lot of people ain't gonna be able to move. So I watch, like I personally sat back and watching like, damn, like I watched Storm leave. When Storm left, that shit closed the door on a lot of situations. It opened the door for a lot of shit too, for other people to try to play in them lanes, but it's different because niggas not Storm. They don't have the same relationships with Storm, and like Storm did. I think people misconstrue it. I heard a lot of people talking to me about certain artists who blowing up again big, and I try to explain to them like some artists was working with people like, for example, Storm, and I'm just being blunt this morning. With Storm, for example, a lot of us fuck with the artist Storm was fucking with, and the people that Storm was fucking with. We didn't know them, but we fucked with them. It was like, okay, we know Storm because Storm did certain shit fucking with us, and we got a relationship with Storm. When Storm put his shit together, him and Shep and them, they invited people in that nobody knew, but it was love, because when they was dropping, a lot of us was showing support back to Black Storm. See, this is the secret. It wasn't about a lot of people who got a quick buzz around Storm. It really wasn't about them. It was about all of the real people and all of the people out here that had love for like Black Storm and him. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas around him, Shep and them, and just through the years. So when it came down to the music and shit, they're very influential. But bro, not here. You know what I'm saying? Shep ain't here. Like, it tells you about the business. And then I'm up on the live I'm not on live, I'm watching yesterday, and I'm watching my boy, he make a post, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest cameramans in the city. He like, yo, after October, yo, I'm done. My niggas shouldn't feel like that, man. Niggas cheap, niggas ain't paying bread, and I can relate. You know what I'm saying? We be in the studio, you got people like me and bro, you know what I'm saying? And I keep it funky, I'm talking about merch, because I seen it was merch that made the post. And that shit bother everybody out here. All the rappers in the city, all the singers, all the niggas that need something. When Merch saying he about to get his shit up, a lot of niggas' careers is over, because you can't get it. He be looking out for so many niggas, and he been looked out for so many people and so many artists, and he always like, Merch go the extra mile. So, and I'm gonna say it for him because Merch such a humble dude. Like, Merch be giving niggas $1,000 work for very little. You feel me? And then, but in exchange, when niggas call Merch, certain ones of us, we respect bro big, so when we call merch, we gonna call merch and we gonna make sure he good, deeper than the music or anything, because we understand how important he is to us and half of the city. If that boy walk away, a lot of us fucked over. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for us to start acknowledging people like merch for that. Like, as other cameramen in the city, but niggas don't work like merch, and there's no shout to them. Like, you know, it's a lot of great cameramen. Some cameramen, like, and that means it's still available, but you're gonna have to work 5 times harder. So you can work with these other cameramen, but you're gonna have to open that bag up a lot deeper, right? Or you can work over here. So that's why it's just time at this point for everybody in the city, especially the influential people and all the people that's standing. It's time for you to up your ticket. See, I was sitting and talking to a lot of old heads who was wealthy, and they was like, yo, just like when they come down to BH, like, I've been moving, but if everybody can get a feature from me, I ain't worth shit. If I shoot videos, if everybody can get a video from me, then I ain't worth shit. You feel me? You gotta remember this. If I'm a producer, if everybody can get a beat from me, then I ain't worth shit, because everybody got it. So that's why I sit around, and a lot of people hit me, and a lot of people be like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's people that, let's say I use me for example, people I've known for 10, 15 years, but when I talk to them, they hit me up, and now, like, they really like, bro, I need to, let's do this, let's do that. It's like, nigga, this 10 years later. You need to approach me on business. You need to be trying to holler at me, because, like, if I feature with you, you know what I'm saying, you definitely gonna get soft. It ain't about being arrogant, but it's saying it's gonna put you in a certain light. So what you paying for, or let's say a YK Riley, a lot of people, I tell them, you paying why, well, you gotta understand why you paying YK. He can bring energy, he bring dancing. It's the music video and the energy. YK sell energy. But everybody it's like all the artists, not just in Raleigh, but in the world, like everybody they wanna mingle with you and be amongst your crew, but nobody don't really wanna spend no real money with you. So us as the people that's influential, that can help people get to the next steps, it's us to change that dynamic. It's like this, look, if they not gonna invest in themselves, right? Or if they ain't willing to spend the money in themselves, then let them be. Because what I'm learning from the more reading and studying I'm doing about this shit, okay, let's say it's 100 artists in Raleigh that get shoot music videos. Let's just use artists as an example. If 90 of them can get if all 100 of them got music videos that look on the same level, they all look like think if all 100 got clean ass music videos, clean ass mixing, it's hard to distinct who's what, right? So that's why at the end of the day, as a businessman, it's like, yo, you know what, like, nah, I make people earn it. Like, in order to be big, see, that's the reason why so many egos in Carolina, because it's a lot of niggas with music and a lot of niggas with like videos, but they ain't paying their way, respectfully. So niggas got pennies, and they'll go, and you know, they know good niggas like me, merch, and other niggas, and so we always down to help, but that shit is dying slow, because we men. You know, we can't sit back and deal with pennies and shit when we got bills just like everybody else got bills. It's some real shit, right? Especially to know that half the motherfuckers that you help and that you're gonna do the most work for, those are motherfuckers that's gonna have the most fucked up shit to say. This some real shit. Good, bad, and different. No, nothing personal, all emotion. I mean, no emotion, just logic, you feel me? So we have to be careful. So this is, I made this live today because I know a lot of people that do tap in, I ain't been live in a minute, to really, on a deeper level, like, understand. Yo, a couple people shut down shop, this whole city fucked up. Now, there are other outlets, but those other outlets, right? You're going to pay that band 15 for that video. You're going to pay this and that, or you're going to pay 500-600 and you're going to get half the quality that you got from niggas that been around. That's the facts. Because this business is about quality and quantity. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. And the reality of this shit is nobody rich, right? But like, I be talking to a lot of the businessmen in the city, and my logic now is just saying some real shit to them, like, yo, make niggas pay, bro. Up your number. Cause if let's say if you a studio engineer, if you got good prices at first when you only got 5-6 people fucking with you, it makes sense. But once you get busy to the point where you ain't got no time to yourself, that's when your numbers go up. Because your time is the real money. So if let's say if I'm a studio guy and I got 5 people and I'm only charging, let's say $100 to record a song for these 5 people, because that's who fucking with me. Once I get up to 20 people, I can't do that. I don't have the time to be in the studio with each nigga 2-3 hours to make this shit, right? So my prices go up so that I have time for myself. So them people that's willing to spend that, it's 20 of them. Once you go up a little bit, it's gonna drop to like 10. But that gives you your free time. That's what's important in business. That was one of the reasons, like, I sat in the studio, I sat in the studio for decades with artists, for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, right? That's what you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because the people understand this, and I'm talking for all my beat makers, producers, all that. videographers, all of them, understand that anybody, the average person, 99% will sit around you as long as you allow them to and go and take and take and take and take. That's just life, right? And then if shit go left, nigga be like, well, I ain't make you, bro. So I want everybody to really look at it like that. So one thing I do recognize in this place is that a lot of things gonna change, man. And I hope that everybody can see, and I'm still tagging people, yes, I'm looking at the screen. I hope everybody can see the bigger picture of what I'm saying. In this situation, the reason why this place in especially Carolina and Raleigh, the issue why the lack of making it is the lack of investment itself. Everybody running around trying to throw that they need to be throwing the dollars at, because your record, you're only as good as your beat maker and your engineers. But everybody and their mama got somebody they know with they somewhat mixing, a decent mixing, a half mixing, or whatever, right? Or good mixing. But the key is when you deal with a lot of the guys who understand this, when you go pull up on them, they gonna get paid for every part of the business, and that's the key to this shit at this point. So I would tell like my bros and them who frustrated over the music or over the videos, over the beats, man, let them pay the way. If they want to buy, for example, they get the beat from you, ask them clearly, like, so ask, like, it's about business. What you want, a lease or exclusive? It make a difference. And then explain to them, if you lease this from me, bro, this is gonna be this price. But that means that anybody, remind you, let them know, anybody who, 100 people can buy this, can lease this beat. Right? You got it, but I can also lease it to 100 people. Let them know the business because you didn't buy it. Now, if you want it exclusively, that means only you can get it. You know what I'm saying? That's the business aspect of this shit. So I think that one of the things in this shit is that a lot of people are afraid to be straight up. You know what I'm saying? And if I jump for a second, like, let's talk about the shows, right? Because I seen a nigga make a post the other day, my bro, he was like, yo, say some positive shit so the fans can see it instead of all the negative. If the environment is negative, my thing is this, if the shit fake and phony and fucked up, why be quiet about it instead of letting the next generation know that the shit fake and phony and fucked up, right? But the shows, for example, every show, and I'm gonna be blunt, every show from the time I was 18 until now, majority, 99% of them shits is bullshit on a deeper level, right? There is no difference between the real good artist and the artist that's ass, right? There ain't no difference today. So when you go to the venues and events, if you a real artist who really make music or got some numbers and to put some stats up, you almost insulting yourself being in the same clubs and the same venues with the niggas who ain't did half of what you did. So this is what Mike Blade was talking about at that interview when he said it's a lot of niggas, it's a lot of people there's a lot of artists who've been rapping a long time, but they're not good. There's a lot of people in the city or in this state who've been rapping a long time, but just because you've been rapping a long time, it don't make you good. Or just because you've been singing and making beats a long time, it don't make you good. So there's 50% of the people out here in the city that got respected from rappers or beats and da-da-da, but they not good. Niggas just respect them because they've been doing it a long time, but they're not really good. If you leave outside of North Carolina and go other places and play this shit, people gonna look at them like they basic. But in Carolina, you know, the dick riding capital, where motherfuckers is all about, you know, cliques, groups, and it's like this around the world, but really in Carolina, it's a lot of other shit. But that's what's gonna happen. So I just want y'all to remember, I rarely come live this year. So when I go live, it's important. I'm giving people the warning. If really y'all hear me or not in the city, I'm telling y'all, if that man merch walk the fuck off, shit changing for niggas. Cause the way niggas moving and living, it ain't gonna be that way. And I'm gonna be the first to say it. But that's the thing that the city might need, because it's a lot of people. There's a lot of rappers who feel like they equal and singers feel like they equal to the niggas who not even about who've been doing it the longest talent wise. Because they can get the same video quality as the niggas who really nice, right? And they can do all of this. Like, nah, this business is designed to make a nigga pay their way. Like, if I'm a producer, if I'm gonna work with the niggas because I believe in them and I'm gonna help them, but I'm gonna lower my numbers, but it's business. We handling business, so I'm lowering my numbers, but it's back end money. So I ain't taking money right now, but it's gonna be back end money. The artists don't understand that. So a lot of times artists come to the studio, they just want to do this, and that. That shit annoying, because they like little kids. All artists is little kids. That's just if you study. When they come to the studio, they got this idea in their head of what they want to do. That's the idea. That's shit. That's your imagination. But what can really be done and what can come out and what can manifest, those are two different things. So that's why I say one thing I learned about it. Like, I be telling people around me, like, yo, niggas really taking this shit for granted. Like, nigga, I tell people all the time, like, my nigga, I ain't gonna be here in like a year or so. Like, I stayed an extra year, so in a minute, yo, niggas ain't gonna see me ever again. But that's the problem with the Raleigh mindset, is that in Raleigh, if merch say fuck it and walk off, man, half of y'all fucked up. And ain't nobody ever gonna see y'all as superstars because y'all gonna look like basic ass niggas without that man. See, we never talk about that shit. Everybody look good, but you look good depending on what's behind you. You're only strong as what's behind you. My song alright, but I got this fire ass video, fire concept. So a fire ass video with an alright song make a hot record. But a fire ass song and a trash ass video make an alright song. You feel me? Look at the power dynamics. I could be half good of a rapper, but my video A1 official and it's dope, and it's gonna make people respect me and take me seriously because of my video. Not because of my talent, not because of my song, technically, but because of the video. So that's the key. If everybody can look the same, that's the reason for all of the egos. You feel me? I sit and look at it all the time. Like I hear people say all the time, like I be listening to everybody and shit, and I be seeing that shit around. Like some street niggas feel like, oh bruh, this nigga can rap, but they not street niggas. Or these people can do that, but it's like, nigga, the niggas who really rap, whether we street niggas or not, we feel the same way about street niggas. We don't give a fuck if you a street nigga, how many niggas you shot, what you did, how many drugs you sold. Now, we all, but like nigga like me, we come from outside, so it's a part of our testimony and our story of what we've been through. But nigga, we don't give a fuck about no street nigga. Y'all the tag-alongs in rap. Y'all don't realize that though. The real rappers and beat makers and shit, we the big dogs. So when street niggas get into rap and think that just because, I don't give a fuck who it is, they come in and think like, yo nigga, I done shot 10 niggas, I'm this and that, I'm the plug, nigga, we don't give a fuck about that shit either. To us, y'all goofballs to us. Cause y'all trying to use y'all leverage of y'all street celebrity as instead of y'all talent, you feel me? So I'm just showing you how it's even and I'm real enough to say it. And then a lot of niggas, like I be looking at niggas like shit, niggas got nothing to prove. You know what I mean? But that's the environment for you. So I understand, that's why when I seen the post when he was like, yo, after October, you know what I'm saying? I understand, bro. Cause he ain't the only one there. A lot of us there. You know what I'm saying? After like October, like merch walk out, I'm walking the fuck off. On my mom. If merch back out the game, I'm backing out as far as like engineering and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it don't stop me because it's other cinematographers, but the difference is y'all going, if merch walk away, y'all gonna go pay them niggas all that money for that shit. This nigga merch last year won all them awards against all them niggas. No disrespect to all the other cinematographers, but facts is facts. I don't give a fuck about emotions when we talking facts and business, right? Merch shot all them videos the last 3-4 years, more than anybody. And he won all them awards. But he's such a humble nigga saying, look up. Nah, bro. Go up, bro. Go up, bro. Fuck that. You earned it. At this point, all them videos you shot, if you choose to work with a few niggas who get you numbers or whatever you do, my bro, you do that. Because I support you 100%. But everybody else, you tax them niggas. And if they can't give you every penny, fuck them. Because I'm on that type of time, like, fuck looking out. And it's not being mean, it's business, man. This is business. When niggas come into the studio, they trying to get over to get these videos, they gonna take them videos that you looked out for them, and they gonna go take them videos and they gonna go make millions off this shit if the people that's gonna get it right. And they gonna walk around like bosses when they not bosses. This some real shit, that's why I was falling out with niggas all year. In hip-hop today and in music today, a lot of niggas bosses. But I used to argue with niggas and they thought I was arrogant. I'm telling you, like, I don't give a fuck. You can have your LLCs, you could own your music company, and you could be a dope rapper. But if you don't own the studio, you don't make the beats, you don't mix and master, and you don't produce, and you don't gotta do everything, but you should want to. If you can't make your own beats, you can't mix and master yourself, you can't get these songs done, you can't record yourself, you're not a boss. You're just a musician that own a company. And that's okay. If you want to be a boss, just like in everything, there's levels to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I rap don't mean I make hits. Just because I sing don't mean I make love songs. You feel me? It's something that got to be taken. And then another thing too is like, well, you know how many artists I know that I work with on a regular basis that I be in the studio and I make straight heat with them, but they second guess they shit. That shit get tired as a motherfucker to a nigga like me. And that's why I understand how merch feel. We out here like, when I'm in the studio with a nigga, I know what we doing. So I know the potential of this record while we making it. And then I watch 10, 15 niggas go move, and I'm thinking to myself like, shit, if I'd have known that nigga, I would have just kept this shit and sold this shit. We not pressed over that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, a lot of us, and I use Merch as an example, he spent his last 5 years making other niggas look good. My nigga Merch made everybody else look good. But every time it's some real shit, I talk to my nigga frustrated. What the fuck he frustrated for and he looking out for people? That's the issue with niggas like us. These are Cancer and Pisces niggas, right? We abnegation as they call it. We public servants. You see I be up here lives all these years trying to talk to people. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't respect it. You could be up here talking knowledge and all this shit. Motherfuckers argue with me every day. But how people feel today when they watch TikTok and YouTube and they saying the same shit I was saying years ago when niggas told me I was crazy. It's just justification. So I just want everybody to understand, forget the emotion of frustration. It's business. Make niggas pay the whole way. They wanna be around like fuck all that. Fuck all that. That's business, right? Because if you ain't learned nothing else in Carolina, niggas gonna use you for what they can use you for and step off and act like they bosses. Niggas ain't bosses. And that's the argument I've been telling niggas. Yeah, you rap. That make you a dope rapper. That's not taken from you. But you're not a boss unless if you got an LLC, that means you got the company, but let me explain. If I'm a rapper and I got my LLCs or I got my company, I'm a boss because I own the company. But it's almost like a virtual company, because if you can't take it, you're not a record label if you can't get artists to the studio. Now you can outsource it. This the other way. You can outsource it and got your main studio you go to and you take you take all your artists to this one studio. But guess what? You're not in control. So it's all this extra cash going out instead of, right? See, that's why I say I remember. See, nobody want to tell y'all the truth about all these years. That's why I be quiet. I remember 6-7 years ago, all the niggas who so-called the big dogs, they telling me like, bro, you doing too much, bro, you doing too much. You trying to make beats, you trying to rap. Now all them niggas is trying to be me. When it come down to the business, like beats, mixing, right? All that, studios. Back then they were telling me I was doing too much because I was one of the only rappers who was trying to do, I was making beats like the beat makers. I was rapping, I was mixing and engineering and learning from the niggas around me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. So not so much fuck the arrogance of it, it's just business. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, and I pray that y'all understand what I'm telling y'all right now, a lot of niggas look good in this city who y'all talent is mediocre as hell. Y'all mediocre as fuck. Niggas got love. A lot of people got love for y'all. Why? Because in the era we live in today, most of the shit we see on YouTube and TV, niggas trash. Niggas trash. And then, no, we don't, we look at y'all like clones. Everybody got the same style. You niggas, I go to a show, niggas rapping like the Baby, or a nigga from Memphis, or a nigga from Louisiana. Straight up. Shut up, girl. So, just being real, man. Invest in yourself. My point of this shit is invest in yourself. Be the best you. But for all my, like, inventors, creators, the people that's behind the scene, fuck all that. Make them niggas pay you, bro. Make them niggas pay you, because at the end of the day, can't nobody argue with me, and they fuck what niggas talking about. I done showed that me and a lot of people have shown and proved. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a room arguing with niggas when they trying to tell me all this other shit, but then I go in another room and be trying to up the same person. Like, yo, you ever die? They be like, who that? They be dead ass. Who that? I be like, damn, I'm just in a room arguing with a nigga that niggas don't even fucking know. This some real shit. Because, so, remember, in this shit, everybody got an opinion or tell you what to do or how to do it until it's them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think, I want you to understand in art, everybody think they know what's best for you more than you. Right? That be the problem with producers, right? A lot of producers, they're arrogant because they feel like they know what the artist need was best, but it's equal. Because what the producer may think the artist need, that's what that producer may think that rapper needs. But that rapper might not need it because his fan base ain't what that producer think it is. So it's arrogance and dickheadedness for producers to think that they know what's best for rappers, especially when they can't do the work equivalently. Like if you a beat maker and you a producer, right? And you make beats and you just send beats to niggas, but when it's done, right? Because we ain't got the $1 million labels behind us, right? So when you send a beats to niggas and as beat makers, you dependent on a rapper to do all the work. He gonna shoot the video, he gonna record on, he gotta pay for it, he gonna do all this shit, he supposed to hit you too, right? They gotta do everything. If you a boss and wanna be included part of the grind, just throwing me a beat put you in there on a separate area. But as far as the songwriter and the works created, that has nothing to do with the beat makers. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why I say it's a lot of shit. A lot of people don't understand. I know a lot of shit when it come down to this shit. So I just hope that people see the bigger picture in this shit. So a lot of people walking out, like even me. Shit, I'm damn near out the door. Like I ain't tripping. I tell people I'm out the door. Like that's why I stopped doing studio, because I never liked the environment. You know what I'm saying? I never liked that. Nobody ever wants to pay to be great. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even like a lot of the bros I know, a lot of us, we come from where y'all come from. So we know that niggas ain't got it, and we know niggas ain't rich. But even when we but you gotta meet us in the middle somewhere. it gotta be feasible. Like $20 to me, when nigga be like $20 an hour, I don't do $20 an hour. Go fuck with them niggas who got that bullshit sound, who can go work with you. You can get that $20 an hour sound. For me, that's why niggas sound tripping. If a nigga ain't spending 100 with me, I ain't fucking with you at least. But even that's just for the hour or two, right? So that's just keeping it funky, right? But people still don't want to motherfucking pay for this shit. So that's the reality of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope, looking at it, I went sideways to the beats to show you that shit. Now, when my mention about the producers is producers do have a good eye, a good ear for what people may necessarily need. Shut up. Mufasa, leave her alone and go. Go, bro. So, but nah, my fault. But in the game, like, producers do know, so giving them credit, but where it becomes a control issue, right? As a producer, if as a producer, because I try to explain this, because this is not one issue. I've heard this from a lot of producers, so I'm not picking on one person at all. I've heard it from a lot of producers through the years. So you got some producers who just send the beats to artists and let them do them. A lot of time, those producers and beat makers gonna be successful because the artist, especially if you're gonna let the artist be the artist. If the artist ain't that dope, that's why you charge them. You might not like the record, charge them for it. You feel me? So, but it's just how it is, man. But the business fucked up, and I think everybody know the business fucked up. So that's why, like, I tell people, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I'm just a transparent nigga. We go back years ago. I'm still on this type of time with music and shit. But depending on how the public view you, you ain't got enough music videos, you ain't at this event, you ain't doing that, you ain't that, you ain't that. Then soon as the videos start jumping and you start doing shit differently, everybody named mama. So I just been humble to that. Like, I ain't mad at nobody. But I'm gonna sit over here in this corner by my small crew or my team. I ain't say by myself, but I'm gonna sit over here on a dolo aspect. I'm gonna sit over here and be me. The same way I was when won't nobody fucking with me before all the music video, cause it's just that. It's like, it ain't nothing personal. I mean, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? So when I had niggas hit me and be like, Jerz, what up? Talk to me right. You know what I'm saying? Hit me, let me know the business, cause I ain't trying to, I don't care who you is. I don't care big blood, big crip. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you want my time and my attention, what's up? What you paying me for this? Right? Cause that's just how it gotta be. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit gotta be. So I don't really care. And then on the other hand too, like, I know the bigger picture to this shit, man. And that's not a shot at nobody, that's real shit. But niggas, we all say shit and we gotta think about what we're saying. So rather if niggas get offended from what I'm saying, is real shit. Remember, street niggas who in the streets in this generation, or these street niggas, they pride themselves. Cause like, nigga, I grew up. But niggas be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he a rapper. Yeah, I'm a rapper, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You feel me? And I make that point because I think street niggas should know that. Like, y'all get in the game, street niggas come in the game and it's love, but y'all come in the game with half art. And then y'all be able to win because of the niggas behind y'all. You got dope beat makers and dope engineers, and they put you on the right records, and with your image and all the niggas around you, it pop. But look at what the shit doing to the game. All the niggas getting murdered, getting killed because that's all it is. Like bro said, yo, we be trying to go to the club and have a good time, bro. He said, but after being in the club for an hour and a half, and we hypnotized, we drunk already, and every song talking about sliding on an op, you know what I'm saying? Killing a nigga, killing my bro. He's like, it's hard. Niggas in the club, everybody gonna get in their feelings, and by the end of the night, niggas shooting. That's what the fuck y'all doing to the culture, bro. You know what I mean? To be a real nigga and to be whatever, big homies and shit, get a kid something they can fucking hold on to. Cause a lot of niggas, big homies, y'all crashing these little niggas. That's all y'all doing is crashing them. Cause y'all was crash dummies when y'all was younger, and now niggas older that don't know them young niggas look up to y'all, and y'all crashing these niggas. And y'all been crashing these niggas. I grew up watching big homies crash little niggas who aren't smart enough to know the rules. I ain't gotta do shit. I don't gotta do shit that I ain't never seen you do with my own eyes. Niggas don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fake and phony ass shit. So that's why I always come up here and speak, and that's why I speak on that shit. It ain't no bad blood in the shit. It ain't that. You know, I just don't see the thing. And then, so let me go, cause I'm gonna say the venues, cause I jumped from the venues. The venues, let's be blunt about these venues. They're trash. All of them. Not to be rude, but they're all fucked up because none of them are ran right. I talked to everybody who had venues, I said something to them. Majority. Not everybody, but majority. The people I don't know, it ain't a shot, but I'm talking about how they're ran. The ideas are dope. The venues, as far as like what niggas trying to do, cool, but when we get in the building, ain't nothing in it but a bunch of fucking rappers. So when rappers and singers, so when you go in a building, if it's 50 people, everybody's singing and rappers. Where the people at? Where's the regular people, the fans and shit? But one, let me tell you why I say they trash. So if niggas want to argue, and we can argue, but I'm putting the facts on the table. The show next Wednesday, niggas gonna start promoting the Monday. What type of shit is that? I'm talking about niggas on multiple levels. I remember we went to some show. I went to some show with Shooter, and we out there in a fucking. We drove like 2 hours. But nobody from that city was even out there. And when I talked to somebody who was riding past that came in, and they was like, "Yo, we didn't even know this shit was going on." So there ain't no marketing going on. Niggas throwing venues, and they'll say, "Yo, I'm throwing this venue, get the rappers to come out. It costs this amount to get up here." Nigga, that shit don't do nothing for us. We just coming. If 30 of us come to you because we want to be seen, we not getting exposure from the city because we rapping in front of a bunch of fucking rappers. No A&Rs, no nothing. So the niggas running this shit, it's a money grab. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. Niggas gonna get mad, whatever. It's a money grab. When I see them shits, I tell artists around me, man, don't do them shits, bro. Because it's not worth it. And niggas can argue with me and get feelings with me about it, but I don't give a fuck because I was out here before niggas was out here. So I know what the old scene look like. I know what the old scene look like. I know what my generation look like, and I know what the new scene look like. And ain't none of this shit proper. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of this shit right. So when it come down to shows at the end of the day, when it come down, I know people who paid for shit and got to the show and couldn't even fucking perform. That's bad business and it's bullshit. Right? I know motherfuckers who, if we throwing events and we throwing all these events, then your business and your organization need to be right. Regardless if it's just me, right? Regardless if it's just me and my wife or me and my homeboy running the event, when people inboxing me and people hitting me, there's no excuse of saying, well, oh, I got so busy. That's part of the business. That's part of the business. So if I'm throwing a venue and shows and people hitting me up in my inbox, but I don't get to it, then I'm not handling my business. Right? Because if I don't have the time to handle the business, I shouldn't be throwing a venue. This is my issue with Raleigh. Right? That's why I don't pop out. I pop out with Shooter when he do his shit. But other than that, I don't pop out. Because I understand from being out here so long, there's a ceiling in this bitch. All these niggas lying to you. The radio personalities, every fucking body. They're all lying to you, rap niggas and artists and beat makers. None of these niggas can do nothing for you. None of them. And one day y'all gonna realize I'm telling you the truth. I done been around this bitch for 18 years, walking around stranded from selling CDs on the corner. Ask Brian Dawson about Willie Walker when you meet him. Say, you ever heard of him before? He gonna say, yeah, man, I bumped into him many times, right? But every time, Brian will give me his number through the years, but every time I call his phone, he never pick up and his voicemail ends. It's some real shit. The only nigga who kept it 1,000 with me was DJ Smoke at K97. And he told me how this shit really worked. But that's how this shit is, right? So when I meet young artists, they so happy you recording, you gonna get fucked over because you trying to make it and niggas is preying on your ambition. Niggas can't do nothing for you, bro. Most of the niggas who out here doing all of this shit respectfully, it's niggas in the city who ain't doing what they doing but got more motion they can do, can get you further than these other people. Because it's a money grab, and I want y'all to understand that shit. And I'm tired of watching this shit. I see all these shows. They're not right. You know what I'm saying? These shows, they're marketed like people. We always get excited as artists thinking it's about to be the next big thing. When we get to the venue, it's sloppy. The order's fucked up. There's no real unity. If it ain't that, the mic's fucked up. The sound fucked up. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas paid. These people paid, never got to perform. That shouldn't happen. We don't, as artists, and this is what I want to say to the people that's trying to get money off us as artists, yo. Nigga, we ain't got it, a lot of them coming up. Just being real. So the least y'all can do is be real with us and stop trying to come up off of us. Because that's what I be seeing from y'all. Y'all be coming up off these little niggas and they rappers and they ambition. And y'all know y'all can't do nothing for them. You feel me? And then it's a lot of shit. Like that's why I don't even trying to be cool with niggas like that. It don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I done gave niggas mad game. I see all y'all niggas, and I'm speaking of Raleigh exactly. I see all y'all niggas in Raleigh out here making this music. The fuck is y'all rapping on YouTube beats for? Y'all niggas dumb or something? I done sat down, a lot of niggas I talk to, but we stopped talking. Listen, when you go to the studio and you pay for that YouTube beat because you too cheap to go buy your fucking beat, especially for those who can't, because a lot of niggas can because they spend their money on other shit, weed, stupid shit, right? You go get a YouTube beat and you rap on that YouTube beat, and you bring that shit in the studio and you try to make it off that shit, you gonna get robbed when the game over. Because if you make it off that song, them niggas gonna come get 90% of that bag. Want me to give you an example? Juice WRLD. But he used a sample for example. But when you use these joints, these niggas on BeatStars, y'all need to understand that. So this is what, everything I'm saying, Mike Blaze spoke on a lot of this shit in his interview. So y'all just think it's just me talking. Mike Blaze said this shit at the radio, right? That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. So as artists, you're gonna be preyed upon until you wake up and realize going to this event ain't gonna do shit for me. It's a bunch of rappers in here and everybody stunting and everybody, like, you feel me? It ain't no real steady structure. Ain't nobody. Nigga, ain't nobody can get you the fuck up out of here. Nobody. That's just real shit. You gonna spend the money with this people. You gonna spend the money with this person. You gonna go here with these people. I know for a fact they have no fucking clue what to do with you. They don't know how to go about it. But back to this, like when I say the shows, the organization, the bad business, the money grab on the rappers, the lack of organization in the shows, and the lack of fucking marketing. There's not any show I've seen that was truly marketed. Niggas think that, oh, I taught the people too. So some niggas will tell me like, oh, bro, we in a new generation, so, you know, people forget, right? Because of the attention span. So that's why we'll drop it like a couple days before to keep it fresh in their mind. Okay, that's true, but that's only partial, right? Because there's other aspects. No, you start marketing again in the week before. You market heavier in the week before your event. If I got an event, ask the niggas in the professionals. I got an event. I might, if I'm trying to sell out the amphitheater or something. Right now, what is it? October or whatever. We would book that shit for like January, February. So we gave ourselves months so we could be in the streets with flyers. If we got artists, we're gonna have artist music in the street. We're gonna make sure we get this music to people, rather than selling it, getting it to people. People need to see this shit, right? But it's a build up for a couple months. And then once you build up this pressure, that pressure, when you get to that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Selling tickets, you know, let your people know, like when you sell an album, give them a ticket with it. So when you buy this album, this is the ticket to get into the show. Right? But we can't do this shit because at the end of the day, business crazy. Even when I was younger, there's a lot of good niggas. I know niggas hit me like, bro, the niggas come to me like, yo, Jersey, I fuck with you. But look, I just want you to be a rapper. Don't insult me like that, nigga. Because rappers ain't paying attention to no motherfucking money and none of that business shit. So when any nigga, any street nigga, any nigga with money come to me and be like, yo, I just want you to be a rapper, bro. That's like saying, like, yo, I just want you to be a slave, bro. Don't worry about shit else. And I'm gonna look at you like the bitch ass nigga woman you is and be like, I'm good. That's why I say, listen, that's why I say, you know what I'm saying? If don't hand me a bag or don't fuck with me if you think I'm a rental. Meaning that if you think you could just throw a couple dollars at me and I'm gonna shut up, because I'd have been in the studio with niggas and I'm trying to tell them something, they be like, yo, bro, throw some money down. Fuck your money, bro. You can leave, bro. That's the mentality niggas got in this shit. So it kills the vibe and it kills the momentum of what people feel and what people doing. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't about trying to be funny or nothing. It just need to be said. This shit has to be said. In this game, the shit not right. So that's why I make my point. And I hope, and I know niggas been they feeling, but I say real, like, everything I hear, I be saying, I listen to niggas and I be thinking like, okay, y'all street niggas, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't rappers. So we feel the same. That's my point that I be saying to niggas. A lot of niggas say, you know, a lot of niggas say that shit, but it's an insult to us. Cause it's the rap niggas like us who make the beats, or the us music ass niggas who, some of us from the street, who gotta do all of this shit. You feel me? So all of that shit resonate the niggas on different levels. He's as soon as the first 3 people perform, they leave and don't support the rest of the show. That's facts, bro. That's facts. And my screen joint come up late. I be remembering because, you know, they be shadow banning me, so I gotta like move it over and move it back to see y'all comments. And it might be, I just did it, so they popping up. But it's true though. And this ain't about, fuck the emotion, fuck the personal, the emotion, fuck all that. We just talk, we talking business. Because I understand both sides of the table. That's why I say I'm a very realistic nigga. I understand from when I understand when I was heavy outside that I understand the look, but it's like I never looked at the niggas who really rap as losers. That's foul. Nigga, we the real rappers. Cause once this era go past, like right now we got all these artists who talking all that gang shit, but nobody pay attention to the history of music. Music never went backwards. The music in the 50s and the 60s don't sound like the 70s. Music in the 70s don't sound like the 80s. And the 80s don't sound like the 90s. The 90s don't sound like 2000, 2010, 2010 to 2020. And the music constantly changing. Never has music ever went backwards. Right? So That's why I start realizing like there's a real disrespect. Like niggas don't realize it as a rapper when you get there and niggas be like, yo, fuck them rapping ass niggas. You disrespecting them niggas who working behind you. Cause most of them niggas who helping you, them rapping ass niggas. Right? If it won't for what y'all call rapping ass niggas, this won't be no industry. Because what y'all don't understand is that a lot of the niggas that y'all see, them gangsters, them street niggas that's making them records, they not writing them fucking records. You feel me? Want me to prove it? Because I can go right up to YouTube and show you that nigga Shawn Farrari. They say that nigga got 21 hit records, so 30, he got 30 #1 hits. Big, hold on. So that mean what? That mean all of the girls, hear me out. That mean all of the girls and most of all of the street niggas who selling ain't writing they raps. They come into us rapping ass niggas and we formatting that shit for them. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on, off the porch. Now watch this shit. What's her name? Shawn Farrari. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all. Shawn Farrari. So I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. It's the, so bruh, what's the newest one there when he got old head on the shit? Old head funny as hell. Old head was doing way too much too. This one. All right, boom. But in the business, right? So for example, I'm gonna just show y'all this shit. Cause this some shit I seen the other day. And I said, yo, if I go back, whenever I go back live, I'm gonna play this shit. Now look. Now watch this. I want everybody tap in and pay attention to everything this nigga say.
All right, so we got my boy Shawn Farrari back on Off the Porch, man. Welcome, bro.
What's
How you feeling today, bro?
What's out? I'm good, man. You feel me? I'm looking good, man. I'm looking like it.
Yeah, they say you look like a rapper right now, man.
I look like a rapper. I birth rappers. I make rappers become rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because they just be rapping and just talking and shit at first. But I make this shit music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you hear? Now listen, we can go back. This is what y'all laughing at us rapping ass niggas. This is what we do for niggas. We make niggas who ain't really rappers look like rappers. We make niggas who ain't really singers appear singing because we understand what niggas need. And at the same time,
I make rappers become rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because they just be rapping and just talking and shit at first. But I make this shit music. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you. What's out? Talk to me. What's going on?
Man, you know, we just had...
Now what he said was he was up there, but what he said was real shit. Because Shawn Farrari, for him to have in the last 5 years 30 #1 hit records, and he got an album dropping. So we know who writing for Sexy Red. Right? But it's not just Sexy Red, because for him to have 30, she just started.
Had you on, but we had to bring you back, man.
Yeah, we're gonna
The
let
song going crazy with Sexy Red, man. Hellcats SRT.
We got a bunch of that though. Shout out to my sister though. What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck?
That nigga retarded. Now I'm gonna stop right there. Now, bro, get up there, right, on this interview, and he be talking, right? I'm gonna go to where he talking. Cause I want y'all to pay attention. This the game. Cause this shit told everything.
Alright, so
look.
Man, that was one hell of an introduction right there, man. Welcome back, huh?
Listen, I'm gonna fuss about it. I'm hurt. Yeah, I'm hurt. And we #1. Yeah, hold on, give me 1 minute. Yeah. You know, I went down playing it before. Yeah. Just put that in there. Yeah, I brought that out. That came out, I own it. I figured that. Yeah, I let a fat dude named Heavy G promote it for me. He real fat and light skinned. Yeah, I let him promote that for me. I made $1 million off Whippy last year.
$1 million?
Yeah, $1 million off Whippy. That's what I got on my mama. I don't put my mama from line. Yeah. That's enough for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me skip up a little bit.
Lovely for you, man.
It's bad, better than ever been. Well, yeah, I'm doing better shit. We #1 in the country right now. Yeah, Sexy Red showing up. Sexy Red showing up.
So talk about how that record came about, man. Hellcats SRTs, and did y'all know y'all was sitting on?
There's something fuss about it. It be like kind of like some secret shit. I don't even know how I be happy. I just be
look at bro face.
Shawn Farrari. It all happens like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be like,
Listen to what he said though. He said this shit always happened at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now I ain't gonna say nothing, but for everybody who know about knowledge and information, what hour is the devil's hour? Oh, okay. So he said every time he get a phone call at 3 in the morning, and that's when they tell him that these gonna be hits.
Hello, he be like, yeah, and his voice be different. I swear to God, my mom. He be like, I'm not lying. His voice be like, yeah, we got one. I said, what you mean? He said, you'll find out tomorrow. I'm like, what you mean? He said, I can't tell you yet. So I don't know how what's going on. And he was like, Hellcats and Trackhawks. I said, what that mean, Sean? The next day, everybody talking about Hellcats and Trackhawks and Sexy Red. And then he said something about Look Dirt. I said, Look Dirt, what? The next day they post that too. So I don't know how he be knowing this shit before I do. But it's some kind of secret shit. I don't know.
He basically, it's funny when I was watching this that he's basically telling everybody in the industry, he's telling you that this shit is not about music on a deeper level. So I deal with a lot of people who I talk to. Like, I remember I had one nigga keep it funky with me, my nigga Bundy Streets. Shout out Bundy. Bundy told me 3 years ago, he said, bro, let me tell you what niggas say about this. Like, bro, if you know so much, why you still here? Because I turned the deals down, dummies. Not the Bundy, but that's what I tell the world. Because I turned record deals down, because I wanted to be in ownership of my career. That's why I could drop and do what I want to do and move how I want to move. Right? But I understood his point, and that's why I was thankful for the honesty. Like, niggas feel like, well, if you know so much, why you still here? Instead of niggas saying that I'm still here to try to help and get niggas blessings, you know what I'm saying? And try to help push the culture forward deeper than that, right?
Yeah, man. You might like it, man.
So, what you think of celebration?
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
So how does it feel, both of y'all, have a #1 record like that shit?
We got a #1 record. Y'all just talking about beans.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I told you. He got 29.
30.
30.
We got 30.
30.
3 zeros.
30.
We aiming for 39. Yeah, I ain't but we got a lot on me. I just know this one.
Yeah.
Because I'm with it. He make me do all this.
See,
And it's funny that he say 39 because 9 minus 3 is 6. If you put that other 3 on that 3, you got 666.
we'll talk about it, because he got 29 before he got me. I don't know how he got them 29. There's some kind of secret. I swear to God, mama. Like, he a regular person, but somehow he keep going #1. I swear to God, mama, how the fuck you doing this, son? You don't know how you doing it. But some kind of shit, I can't really speak about that because it be going on. And, because I used to be a part of it. But I ain't a part of it no more, but I don't really want to talk about that. Because I used to be a part of that type shit, but I don't do it no more. Yeah, I used to. I used to be something. I ain't that no more. Yeah.
Like what? Connected? What you talking
Yeah, I was connected with everybody that's doing it. I don't even want to speak on that because, like, he probably get a little nervous when I'm talking about the people. I was connected. Yeah. Keep talking about money. I get nervous when I talk about it because my life be on the line. But I'm gonna be giving. I was connected with the Illuminati.
The Illuminati?
Yes. Swear to God, my mama.
So the Illuminati is real?
Yes, it's real.
What you mean you used to be connected? I don't think you believe it.
Now, if he lying, watch how this go on, right? I want y'all to pay attention to people and their body language and gestures. Now, Sean laughing the whole time, right? But I want you to pay attention that this shit, he gonna get mad at Sean, but even Sean gonna say, damn, nigga. Like, he gonna show you, like, damn, you might not be lying.
Listen, I'm the first person to leave. I made the ultimate sacrifice. And I got the Illuminati. I'm the first person that can speak about it. Yeah, I sacrificed my son.
Your son?
Yeah, I swear to God, my mama. He's looking at me, he can't speak on that. He's laughing, he really knows what's going on. He don't want to speak on that. I'm keeping it. So that's how I got out. So I'm half Illuminati and half street. Yeah, wait. I'm half Illuminati and half street. Dead ass street. No,
Sean, you know about this?
Well, what you gotta talk about?
He can't talk about it. See, I'm half, I can talk about it.
He can't talk about it. You hear me? Secrecy. Secrecy. I just want y'all to pay attention. I was watching this interview the other day, and it blew my mind. Plain sight.
He got 29 times platinum. 29 times. And he be in St. Louis, walk around like it ain't nothing. And I don't never talk to him. I don't even know where he be at. Like, when he was coming here, all of a sudden he just popped up. That's what I'm like, what the fuck did he just hear? So you don't never know too much about that. So we don't want to speak on that. We can't speak on that too much. Yeah.
Why'd you leave the Illuminati?
Because I wrote Country Grammar, first of all.
Wait, Nelly.
Yes, I wrote Country Grammar. He laughed. He thinks it's a joke.
The Diamond Song.
I wrote Country Grammar. I told y'all I wrote it. Listen, I wrote it for Ali, right? Me and Ali was locked in. Come on, bro. Listen, he laughed and tried to make me like.
You see, he's not joking. I want y'all to pay attention how he's looking at. You ever been in a situation when you saying some serious shit and your man's laughing and you get tight like, yo, stop laughing, my nigga.
Wait, Nelly.
Yes, I wrote
Country Grammar.
He laughed. He thinking it's a joke.
The diamond song.
I wrote Country Grammar. I told him I wrote it. Listen, I wrote it for Ali, right? Me and Ali was locked in. Come on, bro. Listen, he laughed and tried to make me feel like I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. Listen, I wrote it for Ali, right? So me and Ali, we was a group. You know what I'm saying? We were just called the Ticks. It wasn't the Lunatics yet. We were just the Ticks. It was me and Ali. It was just two of us. So we was the Ticks. And we kept on trying to rap my raps, but they weren't coming out sounding right. The fuck? And Mo had a better voice. When I say Mo, I'm talking about nothing. Y'all probably don't know him like that, but I know him, so I call him Mo. So he said he know Mo. I'm like, shit, Mo light skin and shit. He like, but he gonna make it happen. I'm like, alright, fuck it. So he knows Jermaine Dupri.
I'm gonna tell you why this is believable. Ali got on TV last month and said he wrote Country Grammar, right? But the reason why I felt funny about Ali saying that shit, let me tell you why I believe, bruh. Because Ali said he wrote Country Grammar. But he said he a rapper, right? Then how come he ain't never like drop a single himself? And how come he ain't never like blow nobody else up? Right? That's the question. That's what, when Ali said he wrote Country Grammar, I thought it was weird because it was like, well, why you ain't, where's the proof? Show me a song that you wrote that got a swag like that, or show me something. Ali never been much of a rapper. What the hell that was?
So I'm gonna ask Jermaine Dupri right now. I'm like, see, so the first meeting I was there, but I'm like, damn, I had the mask on. Unless I slow down, came with the mask, they told me I'm street. I'm half Illuminati and half street. So at that time, I couldn't be seen, so I had to have my mask on. And that's why I slowed down, put the mask on. So for me, because they was trolling me, because they sacrificed me and sent me to City School to the.
Y'all remember in the Nelly videos? Y'all remember the dude that always had that mask on his face? Tell me I'm tripping. That's bruh, it's him. Go back and look at the Nelly videos, and it's always a dude with them who got a mask on his face, half on, half off.
Penitentiary. Yeah, that's what I want. Sacrifice.
True story.
True story. Right, they can look it up.
Them niggas was locked up.
We was at the same time. It was in Boonville. I was still writing then. I was writing. They didn't want me to show myself. I swear to God, my name funny.
I know, but y'all was locked up together for real. And I was like, that.
See? He like, damn. He laughing, but he like, damn. Damn, y'all niggas was locked up together. Like, he's starting to say, like, damn, this. Like, think about it, though. And just listen to this shit.
Yeah, Allah,
They didn't want me to show myself.
Why wasn't they shouting you out? They were saying Free City Spud and every song, man.
I was sacrificed. I was the ultimate sacrifice. I was really the one writing. Like, I wrote Country Grammar. I named it everything. So I wrote it, but I wrote it for Ali. We was the Ticks, not the Lunatics. So when Ali come up saying he wrote it, he's speaking facts. But I wrote it. So Ali know this. Like, you call Ali right now, ask him, he gonna get kind of weird. He don't have to play with me. He know me. He don't play with me. He gonna go to play with Nelly. But you know, nobody play with me. So he not play with me. He gonna say, yeah, unquote that if you ask him. Get him on there. But maybe he can't speak about that. I don't know. You gotta get him in and ask him. But I don't know. He ain't popping no more. You ain't probably wanna talk to him. See, I don't know. You might wanna talk to him. You might get 5 views. I don't know. I don't know. But if you wanna talk to him, talk to him. But what's the other guy that talked to him? What was that on? It was on.
Hey, yo, bro said, I can't help but laugh. Bro said, yo, I mean, he might only get you 5 views. I mean, he ain't even popping no more. Bro, retarded. Now, I want to show y'all this because there's something else he said that was very important about this interview.
This is another platform.
Who?
Another dude.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We can't speak on that. But another type of like, they ain't get a lot of views, though, so I don't know why they did it. I swear to God, if he laughed, I'll be serious. I don't do no playing. I'm trying to play.
So, wait, how old are you, You wrote Country Grammar?
Tell him how old you is.
Yes, long as I've been on this show. No. I've been on this show. So watch this show a lot of times, right? I ain't never saw you ask no motherfucking body how old they is. Okay? You was trying to embarrass me. But listen, I'm old enough to fuck your mama and rich enough to fuck your bitch. I'm out of this bitch, huh? You finish this shit up.
Let me tell y'all some real spill about what he just said, yo. Let me tell y'all something that's real. I've watched a lot of them episodes too, and a lot of people laugh about that shit. He's never asked nobody how old they was. He factual about that. So he was smart enough to understand, like, you trying to play me. See, remember, this is the thing that people don't get about niggas who smart. You got to be smart enough to know when somebody playing you. They never talk about this. People always talk about people be tripping. Nah, like it's a certain level of intellect that you have to know when people trying to play you. There's a lot of people that hang out with people every day and niggas be laughing at them and playing right in their face, but they laugh about it. They don't understand that they really disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? But he walked off as he should.
All right, Sean.
What's
So
that?
here we are.
What's that, man?
All right, Sean. So what's your reaction when you learn Dirk is jumping on the remix to Hellcat?
I found out Dirk was getting on the remix. Oh, shit. I was happy. Just like y'all. I found out just like y'all. Everybody be think I be having some little secret loophole. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I find out when y'all find out. You know what I'm saying? Or one of my lawyers even do that paperwork.
Okay, good. You know when this shit dropping? Do they shoot a video or anything?
By the time they see this is out.
Oh, for real?
When y'all see this is out. Y'all gonna be jamming that bitch like what?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that shit out. Video, everything, that bitch out. That shit be out by the time they see this.
Back to #1 after that, huh?
Yeah, back to #1. We got some more shit though up the sleeve.
Yeah.
For these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They think she gave me some money. They think this shit a game, and I just need to be humble. I ain't never really did all this little shit, you know what I'm saying? So when I start doing it, now niggas pay attention. They think I just got one.
Yeah.
#1. I got a lot of #1s. I got a lot of platinum plaques. I got a few golds. I got billboards, all this shit, Grammy nominees. I'm just a nigga from the street. I don't be, you know, this my life dream. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm supposed to do this. You feel me? This ain't no shit to post like this, like the, you know, like I'm supposed to do this. You ain't doing this, then what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? So like, I let them little boys get happy about that little shit. I'm working.
You hear that? That shit powerful. He said, I let them little boys get happy about that shit. That shit resonated to me. You feel me? Like I probably fucking chopped that up. Like nigga said, he said, I let them little boys worry about that shit. Like think about how that's a man, that right there was very manly of him. And the one thing that made me stick out to Shawn Farrari as we go on is he was expressing like, yo, even if I wasn't successful, and even if I didn't have one plaque or nothing, I still be doing this shit. He said, difference is I be making beats with a job, or you know what I'm saying?
You know, like, I'm supposed to do this. You ain't doing this, then what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? But like, I let them little boys get happy about that little shit. I'm working. Celebrate this shit or y'all celebrate it when I die. I don't give a fuck to celebrate this shit. I'm working. I'll do this shit if I was broke. If I was rich and wouldn't make no money out of music. You know what I'm saying? Either or.
It's like a real passion for you then.
I got a real passion. I told you, you know, I told y'all last time, I got a real love for this shit.
Yeah.
I do this shit for real, for me. I don't give a fuck about doing it for nobody else. Y'all like it though, so I fuck with that. So I'm trying to just show some love to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be a, you know, people person, get in interviews and, you know, do this shit like that, but I'll be focused on the music. All this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? About change and shit, cause I got artists, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit, you got artists, you producers, you gotta do this, you gotta get the...
Let's talk about it. See, it go past the average nigga head. He said, yo, I got chains and shit because I got artists. So that means probably the nigga sitting behind him, that's his chain too. When you see artists from his label in music video, they're wearing his chains. So let's be real, until they make money to buy their own chains. But it's label. This is the same thing in a record label. Record label, they get a little money, they gonna buy a bunch of chains, they gonna give them to the artist. But these chains actually are in the contract. You paying for these chains back if they give it to you, or you gotta give it back right after the video shoot. This some real shit.
The part, so shit. We won the boss from jury. You know what I'm saying? I had some little jury before, but I don't be wearing that shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm a regular person. You know what I'm saying? I got kids and shit. I just be doing that. I be chilling at the house, you know what I'm saying? I've been rich since I was a little kid. Not a little kid for real, but to me a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rich, I've been doing this shit, so it's like, this is my life now. Like, I make beats, I come from the street, I did something in my life, I changed it, I'm doing this now. You know what I'm saying? And, shit. When I go platinum, when one nigga be how it feels like I'm supposed to go platinum. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. If I wasn't doing platinum shit, I'd be working at, you know what I'm saying, a job somewhere. Nothing wrong with working a job. I'm being real. I'm just saying, like, I'll be working a job. I still be Shawn Farrarri, rapping, making beats, doing my thing, but I be clocking in somewhere. If this wasn't paying me, you know what I'm saying? But I'll still be doing it. That's what I'm saying.
So how blessed do you feel, you know, to be able to make a living off of this shit, man?
I'm blessed, yeah. It's more than a blessing. It's I do appreciate that, and I do know that it's very rare, you know what I'm saying, for people to be able to have a passion for something and then be able to take care of their family and live their life through that passion, you know what I'm saying? So I am blessed.
It's very rare, but it's rare and even rarer and when it's in a business that's designed a certain way. Cause he said he don't know what he said, I don't know what I'm talking about, but then 10 minutes later he said some people think I got some special secret and shit. He was like, sometimes I do, and sometimes I find out with y'all. So you just gotta listen to what people say.
For sure. But like I said, I manifested it though. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to my old house, I stayed off Jenny Station Road, Hillsville. We going to that old house. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got all my shit that I wrote on the wall. You know what I'm saying? When I was going to Jenny High School, I got everything still on that wall. I'm finna do a documentary. Well, I'm doing it right now actually, but I'm finna put it out. And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me knocking on the door, pulling up back to St. Louis. Like, damn, I wanted somebody own this house. You know what I'm saying? Nobody owned the house. I contacted the people. Somebody owned the house and nobody there. I contacted the people and shit. They let me go in there, see that I had all the shit. They had painted, not painted, they put some wallpaper over it and I was pulling it down. I see what's
That's
still
all
up.
right there.
Yeah, all of the shit that I do now that I'm living in my life right now, I wrote that shit down on the wall, manifested this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when nigga be like, what, how shit, I practice this.
Talk about manifestation. When they tell you about manifestation, like they tell you like, if you gotta write down your goals, because you gotta take them from your brain and put them in paper. And once you put it down in paper or you write it down, like we talking about physically, not in the phone, on a wall, on a poster board, something that you can see every day. And you write it down, because how do you know you obtaining your goals if you can't see them? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, one of the biggest mistakes is anybody, like, you know, we make a lot of goals, but we forget to make short goals. We make a lot of long-term goals, I'm gonna be a millionaire, but what about the small goals, the small 1,000 goals you need to hit before the million? You know what I'm saying? Small goals, y'all I wanna, if it's streaming, I wanna get to this, I wanna get to 5,000 streams. That's the first year. And then you say, y'all wanna get this many sales. Every year you should set goals. Every 90 days you can set goals for yourself. So for example, when I did, starting like last year when I said I was gonna put out all these tapes, the only reason why I slowed down because I felt like I was over putting out music. I definitely got the tapes to put out, the album every month and shit that's worth something. But in my heart, I felt like I was putting out too much, and a lot of people that fuck with me was like, bro, just let this one live. Let us digest this. So I understand the manifestation. Your manifestation is like, it's a dream, but you gotta write it down. Nipsey used to say this: you write it down, put it in front of you every day so you can see your goals, so you know what you're working for. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's dope what he expressing.
You know what I'm saying? Me talking to your ass, I practice this shit. I used to look at other niggas on the damn, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? And shit, I used to sit down and practice this shit. Look at the mirror and practice this shit. Practice rapping. Practice in the car. I be in the car with my dad and I'm sitting in the back seat. Little kid, he listening to Gucci and shit. And I'm back acting like I'm Zaytoven on my lap, like this, like I'm making a beat. You know what I'm saying? I practiced this shit, I did this shit.
Repetition. And that's what I hope everybody get while I'm showing this, because bro got a lot. What he's saying is one of the best, this is one of the most, the deepest and realest interviews we gonna get on the business and shit. So what he's saying right now is repetition is the proper way to express that. Repetition, like you gonna get muscles. If you wanna lift weights, you gotta have repetition, meaning that you gotta do this every day and you gotta follow these, you know what I'm saying? The repetition is what's gonna make you great. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got some talent, but what's gonna separate those who got talent from each other is who practices the most. And I tell you, this come from ball. I tell a lot of artists I work with, they might can't digest it from basketball. Like Coach used to say, yo, bro, in New Jersey, it's only one Willie Walker, right? But when we went to the Nationals and played ball, you know, it's one of me in every state. It's a ball player or a rap nigga like me in every state that's just as equally talented as me. So, like Coach used to say to me, but when y'all meet head to head in the Nationals, what's gonna separate y'all two? Y'all both got God-given abilities that's equal. What's gonna separate you is who worked the hardest, who practiced the most, Who spent the most time shooting them jumpers? Who spent the time on physical conditioning in their body? Because what's gonna come down to who get tired faster, who run out of energy, who get, you know what I'm saying? Who's in better shape, mentally, spiritually, physically? That's how this is how this shit works. So the only way that make people be able to knock out juggernauts, other juggernauts, is the fact that they're just working harder and they're practicing more and they're constantly, you know what I mean, improving.
Over and over again. In my mind. So it's like
it's like what they say, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah, for real. You're right. It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. So to other niggas, they looking at this shit like, oh,
you just popped up out of nowhere.
Man, what? I've been making these same beats getting turned down for years.
What? Think about that. That's what I'm telling y'all. When I seen this interview, this the realest shit in the world. Listen, he said, yo, I was making these same beats. So we gotta be mindful of that. And I'm gonna tell you, I be seeing like about 2 years ago, making beats and shit, and we all got doubts because we feel like, yo, I ain't selling, I ain't got these hit records, I ain't doing this and that. But you already manifesting this shit. You just gotta do the right things with them, and people don't understand that. But once you see something go to $1 million off a beat you made, and once you see these videos over here, this artist you working with, you start to realize like, yo, I've always had this shit. I'm still doing the same shit. I might get better in certain areas, but I'm still doing the same stuff. Excuse my language, still doing the same stuff. I'm still rapping. I've gotten better, but I'm still, the foundations are still, you know, the beats and this and that. I'm still doing the same stuff, right? But now I'm jumping, so your work was already there before the money.
It's 10 years to become an overnight success.
And listen, he said it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. So anybody you see just pop up and become a star, some issues. When you talk to people, you see niggas in interview like, bro, really, I just started rapping like last year. There's some shit in the background. He around some niggas he around some producers or beat makers or labels who've been around for 10, 20 years, who got it together now from all their trial and error, and you got the talent now so they can go further than what they could go with the average, and they done made a lot of mistakes already.
Yeah, for real. You're right. It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. So to other niggas, they looking at this shit like, oh, you
just popped up out of nowhere.
Man, what? I've been making these same beats getting turned down for years. This sound like some Jeezy shit. This sound like old Gucci shit. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't understand like what I was doing. I'm shaping the sound of the future. You know?
Damn, you feel him? Listen to what he's saying. Listen to everything, bro. And this for my producers, and this go for rappers too. These the same beats and raps, the same raps you got right now when everybody ain't fucking with you, and everybody look at you like you regular and you walking around, right? These same records, these same songs or beats or whatever, videos and shit, they gonna go super big. So this is what I mean. You gotta understand that they did a report with that dude, and they were saying that genius is not recognized in a regular environment. So it's a lot of, you could be a genius, but genius isn't recognized in our environment. So that's why he keeps saying, like, he making that point, like, y'all make these beats, it's the same beats, the same rap, it's the same shit. If you really been putting in work, the same shit that, like, you know, same albums that's out already that I be saying, like, damn, niggas ain't fucking with me. Be the same albums that put you #1 in the country when you get the right shit. So that's why you supposed to stay focused until the light come on. Because when that light hits you finally, all that work you did before, you don't know what it's going to manifest for you. So your job is to do the work already. That's why I be trying to tell a lot of rappers, like, you're looking at this shit wrong. Nigga, right now online it's like 12 albums, but it's like I say, by the time it's all said and done, all I need is one. All a real nigga need is one good light shining me a good record, and the rest of that shit, the catalog gonna feed for it'll take over. That's the game.
Saying we going back, but it's some now shit though, you know what I'm saying? Niggas can do it now, but I had to show niggas how to do it. Niggas ain't do it till I start rapping on it.
The female Gucci Man beat, was that a newer beat or was that something you been had cooked up?
Oh, that's some new shit.
I wanna go back. Bruh said a lot. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
But it's some now shit though, you know what I was doing. I'm shaping the sound.
I wanna go back. It go back to like, I'll give you an example. As a beat maker, like me being an engineer and a beat maker, I tell you what that means on a deeper level. A lot of times, when artists and people, when the artists and the rappers come to you or the singers, they looking for shit that sounds like what's out already. So the artists don't realize they're coming to producers asking us to copy another man or woman, right? But if certain producers, we only interested in shaping the sound for the future. I remember when I got a call from my big homie who taught me how to make beats and mix and shit. He was telling me like, bro, I can see you in the next 2-3 years. I can see your sound being a sound on the next, you know what I'm saying, 3 to 5 years. And I thought that was big coming from like one of my mentors, to be as talented as he is, for him to tell me like, hey, yo, I can see your sound being the sound of the future. See, I was never focused on, I'm not trying to, the real artists would do, we're not trying to focus on what's now. Now, you know what I'm saying? If you in the game and there's money for it and you can make it, you're going to sell it to other people, but you really kind of copying another person's style, right? But that's what the game is came, like cloning, mimicking everybody else, where everything sounds the same. But your job is to be, you like, whether if you breeding dogs, everything that I do, it's like, they got this dog now, the fluffies, all this. My job is to create the next dog, not to just sell dogs that's popular. Everybody gonna go get micros and all these dogs and start selling them. But just like any other game, in the next, after a year or two, after once your dog turn 2-3, it's gonna be so many micros around, niggas ain't gonna be buying micros. They're gonna be on to something else. And instead of you creating the next wave, you just gonna keep spending money to buy what somebody else created. Or if it's music, you're gonna keep on trying to follow other people's leads. Carve your own sound for the future.
It's like what they say, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah, for real. You're right. Take 10 years to become an overnight success. So to other niggas, they looking at this shit like, oh,
you just popped up out of nowhere.
What? I've been making these same beats, getting turned down for years. This sounds like some Jeezy shit. This sounds like old Gucci shit. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't understand like what I was doing. I'm shaping the sound for the future. You know what I'm saying? We going back. But it's some now shit though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can do it now. But I had to show niggas how to do it. Niggas ain't do it till I start rapping on them.
He said niggas ain't do it till you start rapping on them. I love this P, because this for everybody else. For all my beat makers and producers that be chapping in, I know a lot of them, because I'm coming up with this producer show soon, is that, remember that, like, I tell a lot of people, you know how many beat makers I know? Like, as beat makers, y'all be like, yo, this is the one. No, that's the beat you like out of your catalog. It don't mean it ain't fire, but that's something that you like, and that's why you should rap on it. Because in order to get rappers to fuck with you, you need somebody as a commercial. Who better but you? Because if you made the beat and you got the swag in your head, then you need to rap it. So, like he said, nobody was fucking me till I started rapping on my own beats. Because that's what he mean, I had to show them how to do it. Man, I play beats for niggas all the time in the last 10 years. It's been crazy how in the last like 2 months, I'm working with certain artists and so, and they'll come in here and they'll hear that same shit that I was pushing. And I'm thinking like I thought was dope, you feel me? But everybody skipped over. And then the motherfucker come and make a bang off that shit. So it just go to show you like it's not about you. You gotta, if you made it, you gotta get it to the right person, the right people. But people can't dictate to you what you are, what you ain't, what you can do, what you can't, unless you really not putting in work.
The female Gucci Man beat, was that a newer beat or was that something you Ben had cooked up?
Oh, that's some new shit. New shit. Same day she called, she needs some beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little nigga Ty that got signed to me. Ty Gleeful, he from Texas, he hard young nigga. Real hard working, real dedicated. He had sent me some little shit. I had just added my little twist to it, turned it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sent it back to my sister, and she made the record. You know what I'm saying? And then we brought the whole hood up. You know what I'm saying? You can see in the video. You know what I'm saying? Well, she got 2 videos out now, but the first one you can see like we brought the whole hood up. You know what I'm saying? Had that bitch jumping. You know what I'm saying? Pack, that was our hood day. I don't know if anybody else in other places do hood days, but where we from, St. Louis, we do hood days. You know what I'm saying? So that just so happened to be, you know what I'm saying, 4-5 day. That's the hood. You heard me, north side shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of them niggas. So I'm gonna do all the little cool rap nigga shit that I'm supposed to do because I'm a rap nigga now, I guess. But nigga be mad that I don't fuck with him on the beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how talented you are, my nigga. All them niggas pay. The biggest of the biggest pay. That's how I got this, you know what I'm saying? How I can go to the bank, pull this out before I go to off the push. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that? This for all my niggas grinding right now. That's why I say 2020, you know what, I'll tell y'all what 2023 taught me was the most important lesson in the world, man. Make them niggas pay, bro. Pay their way.
I'm one of them niggas. So I'm gonna do all the little cool rap nigga shit that I'm supposed to do because I'm a rap nigga now, I guess. But Nigga be mad that I don't fuck with him on the beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how talented you are, my nigga. All them niggas paid. The biggest of the biggest paid. That's how I got this, you know what I'm saying? I can go to the bank, pull this out before I go to off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Cause them niggas paid. Everybody paid.
It's knowing your work too. Like everything you did the last 10, 15 years.
You see what I was talking about earlier for everybody who was up there from the beginning when I was talking about the money aspect of paying for your dreams and investing? I don't care how talented you is, nigga. Pay. Like, nigga, fuck who you is. About what you think you is, your street cred, anything, pay, nigga. Like, it's a game when you talk with your pockets, right? Because it's for you, though. You coming to us for something, because it's like, you know, every artist want to go to the beat maker, but every rapper or singer want our hardest shit, right? But we ain't trying to get, we supposed to just give y'all the hardest shit for nothing? That's the part. Y'all want to look like superstars. Y'all want to look like superstars, and all artists, I'm an artist too. We want to look like superstars, and we want to do all of this. And as an artist, when I was younger, I didn't understand this. We go there, we looking for their illest beat, and we going through their beats, and it's like, all right, boom. But like, if you really can't pay these people, and the average beat today, even like on a local independent level, will be like $1,500 to $3,500 for exclusive beat. And niggas ain't paying that bread. And I know niggas who be walking around here I'm gonna keep it fun. A lot of niggas, big homies, big bosses, big all this, got all this money, not just street niggas. Niggas got good jobs, cars, companies, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas don't wanna pay for nothing. Like you supposed to fuck with them because they somebody. And that's why at the end of the day, that's why I sit in the corner. Very few features come from me because I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got. I don't care none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be business, nigga, because we got bills to pay and we also making you look good don't do nothing for me. Vice versa.
Price today.
For sure. Shiggity. But at the same time, everything that keep going up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I did this, I worked hard, I did all this, but check the stats. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just in no room just making no beats for a long time and then did nothing with them beats either. You know what I'm saying? I was in that room working for a long time and went, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga got too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of niggas that's been making beats for 10 plus years, 20 years, and they did now nothing. You know what I'm saying? And went a lick of silver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shout out to the niggas who is doing that, that's grinding, that's waiting on their time. You know what I'm saying? But it's different when you reach the success and you reach the heights and shit that I'm reaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm very humble, I'm very appreciative of my, you know what I'm saying, being able to do it. I don't want people to look at it like I'm just boasting or whatever, but God damn it, I am. You know what I'm saying? Cause like shit.
You deserve it.
You ain't do it, you feel me? I did it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. Not once, twice, three, I did it a lot. I keep doing it. To the point now it's like it's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just watching the me just coming up out of the surface of it. I've been doing it. Y'all been dancing to the music at the clubs. Y'all been fucking with this shit. I wrote a lot of music for niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't be doing all that, Joseph or whatever, but it's cool. I'm finna show niggas. Then I'm gonna show niggas how to do it. And if you don't figure out how to do it and follow the blueprint.
He said I wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people, man. We gonna leave it there.